guys, welcome to this week on The Modern Mason. Spring break is right around the corner and I've been perusing Pinterest and found a really cute macrame kind of fringe tank top, and I thought it would make the perfect tutorial. We will start with a tank top looking like this, and then we will end with a tank top looking like this. The supplies that you will need for this tutorial are a tank top that is oversized for you and a pair of scissors. To start the project, lay the tank top on a flat surface, and then we need to cut off the bottom hem. The next step is to figure out where you want your strips to go to. Usually it's good if it's just right underneath the bra line. If you have a ruler, this is a good time to place that where you want it, so then when you cut the strips you can always go up to the ruler. And you want your strips to be smaller, I'd say about 1/4 of an inch, and you have to make sure that you have an even amount of strips going across so that every strip has a partner when you tie them together. Once you have all of your strips cut, I think I have 24 strips total, you could either start tying it right now, but what I do is I folded up some paper, or you could take a plastic bag, but I'm just going to go ahead and put it in between the two layers so that it's easier to see what you're doing when you tie it. You'll see that I have the paper bag underneath the first layer of the t-shirt, and the next thing we're going to do is tie all of the pairs together. You could do this normally, but I also saw a really cool knot where you hold the left strand taut and then you do the right strand around it and just pull it up loosely, and then you hold the right taut and you do the left around it and then pull up loosely, and then it kind of gives you this cool little knot. So again, that knot is that you hold the left one taut and you do the right one, you loop it around the left one and pull up loosely, and then you hold the right one, you wrap the left one around and you pull up very loosely, and then you have them tied together. I have all of the knots tied, both on the back and the front. And this next part is the crisscross pattern that you see in the picture. It was kind of complicated for me. I actually practiced with string first. But the best way I can explain it is that you will skip every other, and every other one will be tied together. So I'll just go ahead and start with these two. But you take these two closest ones and you're going to tie it over that one. So it's just the same kind of knot that you did. And you can decide how low you want it, how loose you want it. It's really up to you. But so you'll take that and you'll tie the same knot. So you'll see how it crosses under there. And then the other string to this one, you will skip over one, find the next one, and then again you will tie that same knot, the one where you go right over left, and you'll get that, and then you just keep going, so you skip over one and you tie these two together. Again, I will show you the knot from a different angle. So I will start with these two knots right here, and so you'll take the two closest ones and you'll go over the middle knot, and you'll go ahead and tie it kind of low, Again, it really depends where you want the knot tied or how big you want that pattern. So you have that one, and then you'll take the other grouping of this, skip a knot, and tie these two together and try and make it the same distance as that knot. And again, so we take this second piece to this knot, skip over one, and tie these two together over, and again make sure it's lined up with these ones, and tie it off. So we have all of the first knots tied, and then the next thing to do is to take the knots that have not been tied yet, and this is where you can get creative and kind of do whatever you want by putting it like over, under. I'm going to do one over and one under. So I take the two closest ones of the knots that haven't been tied yet and go ahead and tie it at the same distance as the other ones. And if you want all of these knots to be underneath, you can do that. I just kind of like the crisscrossy shape. So again, this one would go under, skip over one to this other strand that hasn't been tied yet, and go ahead and tie that off. And then take the next strand, skip over one, line it up with this one, and go ahead and tie it again. I finished tying all of my knots. This is just a close-up so you can see what the end result looks like. If you want to do another layer of crisscross down here, you can do as many as you like. The last thing to do is, only if you want to, is to trim off all of the longer ones. I just like to do that so it gives it a more finished feel. But it is up to you. If you like that inconsistency, then you can keep it. But yeah, so then we are all done with the shirt. Thank you for watching this week on The Modern Mason. I hope that you enjoy your tank top. It's not only great as a beach cover-up, but you could also take the big and baggy t-shirts you have laying around your house and turn them into something cute. Have a nice day.